My name is Francine, and I'm a manager in the San Francisco office. So I'm originally from the Netherlands, and when I graduated college, went into recruiting for consulting and found Bain. And I started actually in the Amsterdam office and was there for 2 years until I transferred to San Francisco. Throughout my experience at Bain, they have been very global. Obviously, moving from Amsterdam to San Francisco, but also in the work that I was able to do. So I've worked on a client in the UK that was in the alcoholic beverages industry. I worked on a client in Ireland that was in the financial services. I worked on a client in Italy that was in industrial goods. And then throughout the States, I've done, on the West Coast, a lot of different projects, all the way from Portland, Boise, I've been in Vegas for a while, and also Phoenix. I would say that all the cases I've worked on are probably my favorite, and there's a recency bias, so I'll just pick my most recent. So I was in Vegas for 2 years, and I think the reason that was such a great case for me and for the team was because we were able to make a really big impact on the organization as a whole. The things I enjoyed most were that we really saw our clients that we worked closely with be very successful. And so a handful of our clients actually were able to be promoted through the work that we were doing on our project. So I think the big thing about coming to Bain for me was expanding my learning. And so I knew coming in that I was very open to being on certain industry cases or certain capability cases. So whether it was tech or retail, and then looking at organizational models or IT or marketing or strategy overall. And so I really got to see a breadth of cases throughout my time at Bain. And then over time, I spent a lot of time in tech as well as healthcare and then retail. I was able to, one, learn a lot from the different industries and apply it across, but I also figured out what I like best. And so then was able to pinpoint, oh, I want to go deeper here. And really for me, that's really within retail, where it's like very tangible what the consumers want and very close to, how do I speak to the right consumer at the right time? How do I price that? How do I make sure I have the right goods to sell to those consumers? And those questions really, I love thinking deeply about that. So I've shifted my focus, and everything that I've learned from other industries or other capabilities I bring with me, but now I have a focus so that I can really build up my expertise. I think thriving for me really means having a lot of the good energy every time you come to work. And I think it's all about knowing what gives you energy of the job and what takes away energy, and being able to manage what you're working on and who you're working with so that you have a surplus of what gives you energy and not so much of what's taking the energy away from you. And what that really tactically means, I think, is surrounding yourself with the right support network and enabling your team to step up and all be at their full potential so that you can really focus on the things that give you energy and not spend that much time on what sucks away the energy.